Hi guys, I'm Shmee. Hello to you, welcome back and good morning at the start of the Wing Ting. Yes, I know it's an unusual name, but we're heading over towards the Nurburgring for Car Freitag, and today, day one, is going to be the first day that I drive my new Porsche 911 GT3. So we're taking my four winged supercars, hence the name, the GT3, the AMG GTR, the McLaren 675 LT Spider, and the Aston Martin Vantage GT8. Now we're starting here with the one car that is not actually coming with us, but my Ford Focus RS is back now in the UK. It's ready to be sold ahead of my new Focus RS Red Edition and Heritage Editions arriving very soon. I did another video explaining why too, but today is going to be mostly about the Porsche 911 GT3. We need to head over with all of our luggage to the storage to get the other three cars, the GTR, the GT8 and the LT, to then head to Topaz Detailing for a lineup with all four cars and to get this journey started with the GT3. So I'm excited for what's ahead. We'll be catching up with some of you in Paris later and then over at the Nurburgring for Car Freitag. So let's get the car loaded and get on the road. Alrighty then. Mountain RS into life. Let us get over to the storage. This is not exactly the greatest weather in the world to go for a first drive in a brand new car. Nonetheless, I'm very excited about it, taking the GT3, a Porsche GT car, for its first drive straight over towards the Nurburgring. We're expecting to have this kind of rain and gloom all day, unfortunately, but fingers crossed it will go back a little bit when we get to France. Anyway, over to the garage to get the cars and then to Topaz. Here we go then, the car's all prepared just in advance. We'll get them out, then we'll pop the Focus up in the lineup, but we've got to move all the stuff over and try and squish it into those three. It's time to start out! GTR first. Now I'm going to get in the LT. I had actually gone to the effort of cleaning all of the cars ready for today to celebrate picking up the new one. However, we've been driving less than a mile on the road and now they're all absolutely filthy and grimy from the rainfall. Thank you very much, today's weather. However, I am starting to get really quite excited now for the GT3 and the first drive in it. Here we go then, let us park up right where that truck is in a moment and then go in and take some pictures. This diabolical weather is not going to ruin today's fun. We've lined up three of the cars here with a space alongside to get the first full family photo of the four cars together. Needless to say, I cannot wait for that, but let's head inside where I believe the car is ready now to be picked up from Topaz. So let's go in. Here it is in the handover bay, fully paint protected here at Topaz Detailing and ready to be driven. So it's wearing the number plate fixed for the first time. German, of course, because it's going to live at our place in Frankfurt, hence left-hand drive car, TB87. You might remember my UK 87 TB number plate. That was available and just seemed like a bit of fun. But it's had the detail, then full body paint protection film, as well as a ceramic coating on top. And there's a separate video with all of that if you'd like to see it in more detail. But under the lights here, it is looking fantastic. The Gelbgrün, the platinum wheels, the red brake calipers. And come and have a quick glance at the interior as well. Super, super clean and perfect and ready to be driven. A few people have asked why only one harness. That's something I intend to do in the future. Maybe find some green harnesses for driver and passenger. PDK, 17 kilometers. I can't wait to drive this in a moment. So we need to sort out some luggage quickly, get everything done and dusted, and then the GT3 is coming out onto the roads for a drive to Paris. That sounds good. Flat 6, 4 litre, ready to rumble. As the GT3 emerges outside, we are joined today also by Schmark, by Benzine, by Joe at the back there, by Seb as well on the camera, and we're going to be departing in a moment. So first up is to line up the cars, take a photo, but it is looking so good in the daylight out here. Rolling out time. Ben's got the LT, Joe's got the GT8, GTR off, and then we will follow. Here we go. First bit of driving on the road in the GT3. Obviously, brand new car, it needs a run in. It's actually completely empty of fuel because of all the shipping around that it's had. I've got to work out very quickly where the lift system is in this car. It's down there to get over these speed bumps. Goes up instantly, that makes life very convenient. It just feels like raw race car. Now, I've driven a few GT3s, obviously. I drove a manual car around Ascari, and I've driven a PDK car when I was visiting Stuttgart. But finally, this is my GT3. I actually need to pinch myself. I've gone into test drive mode, forgetting that this is actually my car. Finally, 18 kilometers, it's just clicked over on the clock. And we're rolling out, and we're following all of the others. The GTR, the GT8, and the LT. Is this not the best way to go for a first drive? The best possible first drive that you could do in a new car, to bring along your friends, go internationally on a road trip with a whole lineup of cars. The only thing that would be better is if the weather was on side, and I'm sorry to go on about it, but I had so many hopes on today's weather, and alas, it wasn't on side at all. Anyway, we need to get some fuel in here after all of the transport, and then get this journey on the way. The sound, but look at the way the rainfall, the water on the road is thrown around from the diffuser of the wing. Love the GT8. Now the LT is running on Trofeo R tyres. Those are the semi-slick track tyres, so need to be a little bit careful with this today, but how cool is this with all 4 cars that you guys see in so many videos on the road together? This is epic. This is our exit then from the M20 to the Channel Tunnel. This journey has been atrocious. The traffic has been horrible. The weather has been completely non-stop. Basically, this is the worst day to pick up a brand new car like this, especially one running on Sport Cup 2 tyres. However, we're here at the tunnel about an hour later than we intended to be, so let's, fingers crossed, and hope that we're going to be okay getting on a train. I have absolutely no idea how this is going to work right now. One kind of funny part of this process is, of course, that we are driving a left-hand drive car, so we're doing this backwards to normal. They're set up to have people coming on both ways. So, press to check in. I know my code, so I'm going to have to enter it in a second. Oh, that didn't work. Press to check in again. Come on, machine. Here we go. It is 64. Important, there is a delay, so all trains are delayed. Our next available departure is at 18:50, i.e. 7.5 hours from now. This is going to be fun. Good news then, we've managed to sort things out. We've upgraded to flexi tickets that let you go over at any time. So we've grabbed a bite to eat, a traditional Burger King here at the Eurotunnel, and now it's going to be time to drive over to France. I do love having these 4 cars lined up together, although the one thing I haven't actually yet done is come round to the back to talk about the wings, given that we've named this the Wing Ting. The 4 cars all with their gigantic spoilers on the back. I think the GT8 spoiler is the biggest, then the GT3, then the GTR, and the LT's is just cool the way it's integrated into the body and flips up for air brake and all of that kind of thing as well. Anyway, the Wing Ting with the 4 track-focused versions of the cars. Obviously you have the base 911, the AMG GT, GTS, the 650S up to the LT, and then the Vantage, the V8 Vantage up to the GT8. But these are all ready to go to France. It's time to board, and I have to point out the Flixbus in front of us because it's basically a Gelb-Grün bus with Golf Orange accents, like the GT8, on that bus, which is just funny. Anyway, I keep forgetting to put the lift system down. If you've noticed in any previous clips that I'm parking the car lift up, that's because this is my first Porsche with a lift, and I've got to get used to the button here to raise and lower it. It goes up and down very, very quickly, but you don't really notice that you've left it up. Anyway, all is going pretty well so far. We'll get on this train and take it from there. Alrighty then, in we go, and I love the noise of the lightweight flywheel in this car. The rattles you get from it. There's a lot of steam coming off the radiators at the front. That is hilarious. As luck would have it, we have our entire own Eurotunnel carriage. It's quite literally like we have chartered one just for the wing crew today. And Benzine has a...
I have had this in my wallet for 2 years or so now.
Yeah, just about 2 years.
This is from when we did
2016 in the RS6.
Just waiting for the right moment to use it, and seeing as we have a whole carriage to ourselves, it's got to be the moment, right?
Take your pick.
So I think it's got to go here. So it's Shmeeting a shuttle. That makes sense, right?
Yeah, why not? Oh, good times. Half an hour then from here over to France. Joe, show us a story again.
About to get on the train, and it looks like Tim has ordered himself a painted bus.
Exactly the
colours aren't the same, but I think it's
good times, good times. Out we go then into France. So we've put all of the cars into kilometres, put the clocks forward an hour, and now it's about 3 hours or so to Paris. It looks about as gloomy here as it was on the UK side. Lift back down, fingers crossed it's not quite so heavy in terms of the rain for the rest of the drive. Well, both ways go to Paris. We are going to go this way. McLaren is so quiet when you've just had the GT8 blasting past. That's ludicrous. So fairly obviously, brand new car, running in process. It needs a bit of time. Porsche keep it much more loose than some of the other manufacturers, but from brand new, you don't go over about 4,500 RPM. You need to think that the tyres are brand new, the brakes are brand new, the gearbox is brand new, the engine is brand new. It all needs running in and gelling itself together. So you drive it gently, build it up a little bit, but hopefully by the time we're at the ring, we'll have got towards the level where the car can start being pushed. Maybe not 100%, but at least a little bit more than where it is right now to get us started. So gently does it. We've only got 215 kilometers so far on the clock. There's a long way to go. Exhaust valve button open, obviously. Although, so you can do that while you're running it in, but I'm gonna let it get a little bit later in the day before we start doing anything adventurous with this. As usual then, we come very prepared. So you have the télépeages, the toll roads here in France, where you have the priority special lanes if you have one of these magic fobs. So I have 4 of these, one for each car. You blip it, it goes green, the gates open, and you drive straight through. Which, if you're driving through France at a very busy time, saves an awful lot of time, especially if you have 4 cars that all need to pay. So we're through, we can accelerate away a little bit, out onto the auto routes, and there we go. The valve is open, and 4,000 RPM, let's upshift. Tunnel time, peeps, let's hear it. Uh-oh, I'm a little bit worried. What? Oh, we've got an imposter in the ranks. He didn't sound so good. Not bad, hey? Not bad. When you teach your co-drivers how to make as much noise as possible with the car. Cracks of the titanium exhaust. I think Phil's quite enjoying those cracks. It's so stupidly loud. Factory exhaust system just with the valves opened, and then we've got the McLaren as well. Waggling the tail. I've never seen that from the outside. Epic, absolutely epic. Now somehow the weather is on side, the sun has come out slightly, it's dipping through the clouds as we arrive here in Paris. How's it going, Joe?
good, mate. Yeah.
Enjoying the LT?
Absolutely. And the sun's come out, so.
Sunny's on.
Yeah.
It's almost like we scripted it. Well, we're getting there. We're not too late. We should just catch sunset at the Eiffel Tower when we get in. I am loving driving this thing. We've done nearly 500 kilometers already. Come on, off you go. Lovely, lovely, lovely. Then behind, we will have in a second the noise of the GT8. Bang on cue. The bubbles are ridiculous, absolutely ridiculous. This is quite cool, isn't it? Driving into Paris with all of the cars together. What a way to end the day. arrive at our first famous monument then, the Arc de Triomphe, with the golden hour of the sunset on it at the moment. Now, the road that goes around the Arc de Triomphe, the roundabout, is called L'Étoile, the Star. It has many exits and it is absolutely bonkers, and we're about to drive round it with 4 supercars. Joe just came on the radio and was like, I can't believe I'm about to do this in a McLaren. It is a crazy junction. People coming on have priority over those that are going round. There are no lane markings, but it's about 10 lanes wide. So crazy. You can hear sirens. Yep, coming up behind us. That's pretty normal as well. Let's just tuck over to the right and make sure that can go through. He goes on with ease. So, on we drive to L'Étoile. Oh my goodness. It's very pretty in Paris at this time of evening. Look at the carnage, cars going in every direction. Joe's managed to keep up behind us. Round we go. Are we all together? Loosely in some form. This is just absolute mayhem going around here. You have to look in every possible direction. I can see the GT8 somewhere up through there. Did not manage to stay together at all around here. Oh my goodness. Absurdity. Here we are then, the Champs-Élysées down to Place de la Concorde at the bottom. No idea where the others are. Completely managed to lose them in every possible way there. They're probably somewhere just ahead of us. Absolutely ridiculous. Just have a look behind us. If you can look through the scaffolding and the roll cage. How cool is that view? Awesome. The Eiffel Tower in all its glory at the very end of the day. We're super near to where we're going. Oh, there's something in the middle of the road to go around. How cool is that? We're here. This is actually happening. We've finally made it. I'm sorry for keeping everyone so long, but here we are with all the cars. Finally, thanks everyone for coming. This is awesome. How you doing, guys? Sweet. Okay, so for the Mercedes cat, we need a Mercedes related question. Well, there we go. What a first day driving in the car to the Eiffel Tower. We've got a tiny bit of light left. There's been an amazing crowd here, so a big thanks to everyone who's come down. I appreciate your patience. I know this was a long day. It took us an awful lot longer than we first expected that today's drive would take, but it's a big thanks as always to Topaz for protecting and preparing the GT3 ready for this trip, as well as the other 3 cars, of course, making up the lineup. I hope you guys have enjoyed the video. I've certainly had an amazing day, but this is just the start of the Wing Ting, because we're going to be stopping off via Reims, the race circuit at Reims, and then over to Spa before we get to the Nurburgring via a supercar convoy on the way there. So this has been epic. Some awesome cars turned up as well, some noisy scooters also, but I hope you've enjoyed the video. Thank you very much for watching. That's it for now though. I'll catch up with you again very soon. Cheers.